Hello friends, welcome to my channel Tag Botany. If you are new to this channel then please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get latest videos from this channel. Friends, today's topic is family Fabaceae or family Papilionaceae, commonly known as pea family. Friends, to study any family we begin with its classification. So family Fabaceae according to Bentham and Hooker system of classification is classified into division Phanerogams, subdivision Angiospermi, class Dicotyledone, subclass Polypetalae, series Caliciflori, order Rosales and family Fabaceae or Papilionaceae. Geographical distribution of this family. There are about 500 genera and over 10,000 species distributed in the world. About 100 genera and 800 species have been reported from India. The members of this family are distributed worldwide, that is, it is having cosmopolitan distribution except the Arctic regions. Main plants or genera of this family are Indigofera having 750 species, Crotalaria having 500 species, Desmodium 450 species, Dalbergia 300 species, Trifolium 255 species, Fasciolus 70 species, Lupinus is having 199 species, Vicia with 140 species. Let us study the general habit. Mostly there are herbs, but shrubs, trees and climbers are also common in this family. So let us take an example of herb, that is Alicicarpus, which is a prostrate herb. Crotalaria gentiana is a shrub in this family, while Pongamia pinnata is a tree. Root is a taproot system, but the peculiarity of the roots of Fabaceae is lateral branches of roots contain nodules or tubercles which contain nitrogen fixing bacteria, that is rhizobium, having the ability to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So friends, these nodules on the roots of Fabaceae plants having or harboring the rhizobia, the bacteria which are having ability to fix the N2, that is atmospheric nitrogen, into the nitrate, that is soluble form. So this association is called as symbiotic association because bacteria is getting shelter and nutrients, and in return the plant of Fabaceae is getting the nitrogen. Then stem is herbaceous or woody, erect or twiner, angular or cylindrical, branched and pubescent. So examples are Pisum sativum, it is a twining or it is a climber, therefore the stem is twining one. Crotalaria is having erect stem which is also pubescent or hairy, and this is woody stem of Dalbergia. Stem is solid or fistular. Then coming to leaves, a great variety of leaves are present in this family. Leaves are stipulate and stipules show great variation. Trifolium is having adnate type of stipules. Aschinomenae is having free lateral types of stipules. Pisum sativum is having foliaceous, that means leaf-like stipules. Leaves are also having pulvinous leaf base, that means leaf base is swollen. The leaves are compound, peripinnate or imperipinnate. This is the compound leaf, that is unipinnately compound leaf of Abrus precatorius, which is peripinnate. That means even number of leaflets are present, and imperipinnate means odd number of leaflets are there. Then the leaf may be palmately compound, like unifoliate leaf is found in Desmodium, bifoliate leaf is found in Sornia, and trifoliate leaf is found in Trifolium as well as in Medicago. Even simple leaves are also found in some plants of this family, that is Indigofera is having simple leaves. Then floral characters, inflorescence. Usually the inflorescence is raceme. Most of the plants show raceme type of inflorescence. So this example Melilotus alba is having inflorescence that is raceme type, but there are other types also, like Trifolium is having head or capitulum type of inflorescence. Then Euraria is having spike type of inflorescence, and Dalbergia is having panicle type of inflorescence. Also, rarely there are solitary flowers. For example, in Lathyrus cicero, solitary, that means single flowers are also present. Then coming to flower, flower is bracteate, sometimes bracteolate. So here you can see bract, then this is bracteole. For example, in Sesbania and Astragalus, this type of bracteole is found, and all the flowers are bracteate. Flowers are complete, that means all the four floral whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are present. Bisexual means both male and female sex organs are present in the same flower. Flowers are zygomorphic, that means all the floral leaves, they are unequal in size, pentamerous and hypogynous. Calyx, sepals are 5 gamosepalous forming a tube. Sepals are persistent and valvate or imbricate estivation. So here you can see calyx is forming a tube, and this is a fruit, and even after the formation of fruit, sepals are retained or sepals remain as such. That is why they are called as persistent. What is meant by persistent? Persistent sepals means the sepals remain as such or intact even after the formation of fruit, that is after fertilization. Coming to corolla, corolla is having 5 petals. Petals are very unequal. The form of corolla here is papilionaceous corolla. It is having vexillary estivation. So what is this papilionaceous corolla? Let us understand. It is having 5 petals. The largest petal is called as standard petal or banner or vexillum, which is the outermost and the largest of all. Then 2 lateral petals are there, that they are called as wings or ali, and 2 united keels or carina are present, which are innermost and smallest. So this is the papilionaceous corolla. It is having vexillary type of estivation, in which the standard or vexillum covers the wings, and wings in turn covers the keels. This is vexillary type of estivation. Then coming to androecium, stamens are 10 diadelphous, usually 9 plus 1. That means 9 stamens are united and 1 is free, that is diadelphous condition. Sometimes in some plants 5 plus 5 condition is there. Anthers are dithecous, intrors, longitudinally dehiscent. So here you can see 9 plus 1, 9 stamens are united and single stamen is free. This is carpel. And here you can see longitudinally dehiscing anthers. Gynoecium is monocarpellary, ovary superior, unilocular, ovules numerous on marginal placentation. Style simple, stigma simple. So here you can see ovary, style and stigma which are simple, and this is TS of ovary showing the marginal placentation. Ovule arise from the margin of the ovary, that is called as marginal placentation. Fruit is typically legume. So usually it is a legume fruit. This is P, this is Dalbergia having legume fruit. Rarely lomentum is also found in Desmodium. So this is the lomentum type of fruit. So one that is present in the Mimosacea family, that is Acacia. So such type of fruit is called as Lumentum fruit, but normally there are legume fruits. Coming to the key characters or diagnostic characters of this family: herbs, shrubs or trees, leaves simple or imperipinately compound or palmate, flowers zygomorphic, corolla papilionaceous, corolla estivation vexillary, fruit legume. General floral formula: bracteate, zygomorphic, bisexual, calyx sepals 5, gamosepalous, corolla, petals are 5, 1 plus 2 plus 2 in bracket, that means standard, wings and keels that are united. Stamens are 9 plus 1, 9 united plus 1, that is 10 stamens, diadelphous. Gynoecium monocarpellary, ori superior. Floral diagrams of two plants are shown here: Lathyrus odoratus and Crotalaria medicaginea. So here you can see 9 plus 1 condition of the stamens, then papilionaceous corolla and mother axis and bract. So here bract, then united sepals, papilionaceous corolla, and these stamens are monoadelphous. Stamens are 10 and they are monoadelphous. You can see in the floral formula of this Crotalaria medicaginea. This is the mother axis. Then economic importance of this family: pulses are the part of this family. Pulses give us a lot of protein in our diet, like arhar or a pigeon pea, Cajanus cajan. Then gram, that is Cicer ariantinum, is another type of pulse. Then lentil is a Lens culinaris. Then matar or pea, that is Pisum sativum. Then green gram, mung, Vigna radiata. Rajma, cowpea, that is Vigna unguiculata. Then soybean, that is Glycine max. Black gram, Bacillus mungo. Kidney bean, Bacillus vulgaris. So all these are the pulses which provide protein in our day-to-day diet. Then oil yielding plants like Arachis hypogaea, that is groundnut, yields oil that is used in cooking and other purposes. Then Pongamia pinnata seeds also yield currant oil that is used for illumination purpose. Sophocarpus and Spatholobus seeds also yield oil which are used for making soaps and other. Thank you very much.